What's up, guys? Easy Deal here. I'm going to do my Affliction Day of Reckoning predictions, January 24th, Anaheim, California. Order the card, can't wait for it. It's supposed to be on October 11th, but it didn't happen. So now it's going to be, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fight cards, being really interesting. And I'll start with the main card. Start from the bottom all the way to the top. Paul Blantello versus Curly. I'm not sure the guy's last name, but I've heard this guy before. He fought he's really fought many guys. He fought Antonio Mendez, lost to TKO, and then won. Paul Blantello, former I believe he's a current Strikeforce heavyweight champion right now. He's he was, I think, one of the UFC top heavyweight fighters. You know, he's a good fighter. Good hands, good knockout power. 22-9, excuse me. 15 of his, he's finished 15 by knockout, 7 by submission. Pretty good. I'm gonna give Blantello this knockout, probably late second, early third KO or TKO. Next fight, Dan Lozon versus Chris Hordesky. Hordesky fought in IFL. His last loss was against Ryan Schultz. Then he beat Nate Lamont at IFL, so he's 12-1. He's finished 6 of his wins by knockout. Trains Extreme Couture. I think his hands are getting a lot better than it was before in the IFL. Dan Lozon, 10-2. He's finished all of his fights. He lost to Spencer Fisher by TKO. He's the youngest guy to ever be in the UFC. And he lost to another fight back to back. Since he's been on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fight winning streak, so looking pretty good. I'm gonna go with Dan Lozon probably by late second, early third TKO probably submission. I'm gonna go with him by submission. I think he has a better ground game than Chris. So next fight will be easy. Vitor Belfort versus Matt Lillon. Vitor Belfort trains out of Extreme Couture, heavy-handed. Very good knockout power. His last fight against Terry Martin, he knocked him out. He's the current cage rage lightweight champion and a former UFC lightweight champion. He's been on a 3-fight winning streak since losing Dan Henderson by decision. He's looking pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. He's looking very good since training at the tour. And he has a black belt also under Carlson Gracie, one of my favorite Gracies. So he's going against Matt Lillon. Good wrestler. 21-5 record. He's finished 14 of his 21 fights. Excuse me. He's 38 years old. In my opinion, age is going to come to him really bad. Will he get knocked out? Possibly. He's never been knocked. The only time I've ever seen him get knocked out was by Dave Terrell, which was really crazy. But he beat Fabio Nagao, which is a decisive win, and he lost to Vadar the last Emelianenko. I'm going to give Vitor this win. I'm going to go him by probably first round TKO. Next fight is easily Babalu Sabral versus Sokoju. Babalu, current Strikeforce lightweight champion. Personally, I think one of my favorite fighters ever. 30-7 record. He's finished. Let me look real quick. 19 of his 31 fights. Pretty good, you know. I think he's definitely, one of the toughest guys out of the UFC. He went out of the UFC because he got fined, which was kind of stupid, but, you know, it's retarded. But anyway, you know, since he's been on 1, 2, 3, 4 fight winning streak, he beat Bobby Southworth due to a cut, which I think the cut is pretty bad. So Babalu will submit Sokoju. Sokoju's 5-3. Not really impressive. He's fought in Pride. You know, he didn't do so well. He lost to Machida and lost to Luis King by TKO. He gasses out way too easily. I mean, he's a young kid, I know that, but he just gasses out too easily. So I'm going to go to Brawl, second round submission. Next fight, Josh Barnett versus Gilbert Yvel. This is easy. I'm not even going to explain anything you already know about Josh Barnett. I'm going to go with him by first round. Actually, no. Probably late first, early second submission. Main event is what I really won't explain is Andrei Arlovsky versus Vadar Emelianenko. Vadar Emelianenko, last name Emelianenko, one of the top heavyweights in the world, 29-1. He's finished He's finished 21 of his 29 fights, which is pretty impressive. You know, he has won no contest because he, um, you know, additional accidental headbutt to Nogueira, but he was winning the fight. I think the biggest thing for sure was him losing in Sambo this year. If you have not heard, he lost to Sambo against a 21-year-old. He messed him up so bad they had to quit the tour for him, or the live press conference traveling around the country. They had to quit that, and he soon went to started training again in Russia. Andre Arlovski, in their hand, one of my favorite heavyweights for sure, one of my top heavyweights. 15-5 record. He's finished 14 of his 15 fights. He wants to go professional boxing, which I think he'll do really well. And he lost to Tim Sylvia twice. He's lost to Rodriguez and Pedro Rizzo. He's finished a lot of his fights by knockout. I mean, 4 by knockout, which is insane. He doesn't have a submission win, but he does train Sambo, which Fedor has lost to. One thing about Fedor has never been tested is his chin. If you've seen the fight against Vegeta, he got rocked, and Vegeta was even the top heavyweight at the time. He got rocked by him very bad. He stumbled, and he quickly regained himself. If Arlovski does that, I guarantee Arlovski's going to quickly jump on him and knock him out. Arlovski looked pretty impressive against Roy Nelson. His last fight on the ground, he looked pretty impressive in my opinion. He looked pretty good. Like I said, I think this will be a fight. Just depends what we see. If you see Arlovski against Tim Sylvia, 2, I believe, he'll probably get finished. You see him against how aggressive and he was against Tim Sylvia 1, Paul Belmontello, and then Ben Rothwell, Roy Nelson, he will look incredible. So I'm gonna go. I think the upset. I'm gonna go with Andre Arlovski by first round KO or TKO, and yeah, that's my predictions. If Fedor loses the fight, I'll put money down that Affliction will be over. Affliction will be done. That's another story though. But overall, I think it'll be done. As my predictions, I will order this card. I'll try to do my best. If I don't order, I'll try my best to watch and do my review on it. So overall, guys, looks like a pretty decent card. Better than UFC 93, I believe. So, all right, I'll see you guys later. Peace.